J, Andre Lamont, hey, Making Dre Show, y'all check that shit out.
They wanna know about it. They wanna see what's up. They tryna get it poppin'. They tryna be like us. It's Mac and Dre, oh. 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 The Mac and Dre Show. Mac and Dre, oh. Mac and Dre Show.
Mac World.
I'm Andre, L-E-M-O-N-T.
I am Mac Julian.
This is the Mac and Dre Show. We got a good one for you this week. We want to thank y'all for all the support, all the views. Let's get them likes up, please. Let's get those comments. We want to talk to you. We want to give you a shout out on the show. We really appreciate you. We can't do it without you. With no further ado, let's get into the hot stuff for the week. Well, you know, we could have reported on this Shannon Sharp thing, but we kind of didn't get to it till now. What the fuck's wrong with Shannon? Why would he do that? He just messed his whole bag up. He was about to get, I've heard, as much as a $200 million deal for his podcast little situation.
Man, you know how Shannon Sharp, man, he been fucking a white girl. So that's why he thought it wasn't gonna do nothing. But what them niggas don't understand is all that shit being public. So everybody knows he finna got there and get some money. So once everybody know that, that means they got to make their circle smaller. Even who you fucking, it got to be smaller. You can't be fucking with motherfuckers you used to be fucking with because you finna get some money. And they, man, people gonna figure out ways to extort your ass.
But you know the real thing that I'm tripping on in my mind is why do women play like this? To the point of trying to destroy somebody, destroy their reputation. I mean, it's from what's been reported, when this whole thing came out to Shannon, they offered her a $10 million settlement that she didn't take. $10 million.
Cause she want more money.
But this is what I'm saying about that though.
You know, just trying to say why?
No, but this is what I'm saying about it though. She could have kept her mouth shut, took the $10 million, went on about her business. Because we all know this is some bullshit. That big nigga didn't do nothing to her that she didn't let him do. That's how they was playing with each other. That's how they was talking to each other. That was their little dynamic in their relationship. But why do women want to destroy?
The lawyer got to get his cut.
Sure. But why do they want to destroy this man?
They don't necessarily want to destroy him. They just want the money. He is a casualty for the money.
He done been kicked off of the ESPN shows, First Take. They're not going ahead with this $200 million deal at this time. He's still doing his other podcast stuff. But you just stop the fucking bag. You stop the bag dead in its tracks with this bullshit. And this is how I know it's bullshit. And I don't care what nobody says.
Talking about the girl?
Yeah. Because look, first of all of this old crazy ass shit she was texting him, talking about she gonna put her tongue in the nigga ass and all this other shit.
That's the setup. All of it is
you ain't gotta rape no bitch that wanna put her tongue in your ass.
How it is she leave a trail. That's the trail. So once the goddamn lawsuit get on, all it is the trail, the voicemails, all that shit is a trail. The way this system is set up, the shit is set up for niggas to lose their money fucking with bitches.
Right.
That's how it's set up. Then he black on top of that. So you know he gonna lose.
But I just wonder what's wrong with women to do these kinds of things.
It's set up for women to win, man. They don't give a fuck. They ain't got no conscience. Seriously. Why you think they get pregnant and not get married? Because they want the money. Fuck the husband. Fuck all that shit. They want the money.
And that's why I guess you see a lot of people electing not to get married these days and not to spread their seed. They figuring it out, trying to do it a different way.
Well, I don't know.
But I'm pretty disgusted by this whole thing, because I just don't see why she would try to ruin him. And this is what she's saying, right? That there were 2 alleged rapes, right? So
and she came back for the second rape.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that don't make no fucking sense.
It makes sense to her for the setup,
right?
But how you gonna come back for the second rape?
Yeah.
Willingly.
And talking on the phone with this nigga and all this back and forth texting and stuff after you so-called were assaulted. was assaulted. That's some bullshit, man. But that is what it is. Gentlemen, we got to be smarter. Learn to keep your ding dong in your pants, man. Figure it out. Do whatever you got to do, man. But don't walk into this stupid trap.
He can't do that shit, taking all them goddamn Rose Sparks shit, man. He can't do that. Every time he popped that bitch, that nigga tried to go.
For real.
That's what's fucking him up, because he ain't thinking. He not thinking.
Right. But just say a man that has gone as long as he has in the limelight and been successful, you would think he would have seen this coming. And then she's early 20s, like 21, 22, something like that.
She's probably 19.
Older than the girl, younger than his
19.
daughter. I mean, he tripping on that one, man. You know, dude, you gotta make better decisions. I just don't know what to tell you on that one. But I guess he said he gonna fight it. He's suing her back and all this kind of stuff. But it's just the fact that it's all out there for everyone to see, and it's hurting his brand. It's hurting his business. Now, listen, at no time do I condone any assault of a woman. Don't get that twisted. But I don't think that's what this is. I think this is a straight shakedown. It's a money grab, and she's trying to get noticed or some type of fame off of this. That's all I could see.
Yeah, it wasn't assault. It was goddamn that bitch trying to get a bag. Like, that's it. OnlyFans dried up, so she trying to get a bag.
For sure.
And then what I be tripping on, them motherfucker be average.
Basic cable TV looking ass bitch in the face.
Average. Like, what the fuck? Average.
No premium channels. Nah.
Average. Jane Doe.
And she talking all this baby gravy and put the big black baby in me, all this shit on the text messages. Man, that girl's a piece of dog shit to me, man. To try to fuck him up just to because she feels some type of way. Because apparently this is predicated from his live, when he went live and he was having sex with that other girl. And then she found out about that and then got in her feelings about that, and that's why she's doing all this. Ridiculous. Moving on. Tonight, over here where we at, it's Sunday. Tomorrow morning starts the Diddy Trial. Whew. Trial of the century. It's like this version of the OJ trial from back in the day. This is that real shit we about to get into now. Now, let me tell you something before we even go into the who's, the whys, the what's it's. I'm disappointed in Diddy to be even involved in this foolishness. You know, he made $1 billion, became a billionaire. We want to be proud of him as a black man to come that far. And then he's into this foolishness, drugs, all these little sex parties, and all this stuff. And of course, we seen the tape of him with Cassie, which is fucked up. But, you know, he shouldn't even be doing this. But I think when you get that money, that power, they say power corrupts absolute. You know, that he just wants some different shit, man. And but now we down to a trial. So it ain't what you know and what you feel, it's what you can prove. What you think, how this trial gonna play out?
I think he got a couple of curveballs up his sleeve that he been holding. Mm-hmm. So get ready for people to get exposed. Because he ain't going down because he didn't take the plea. So they were trying to get him with the plea. He was like, fuck that shit, I'd rather go to trial. So it's going to be some surprises, a whole bunch of shit finna go down.
Because they made sure they told him, they said, you know, you could receive more time than what you would get from the plea. And he said, yeah. And I guess it's hard on him too. Maybe he been dyeing his hair, but they say he's all white in the hair, all white in the beard up there, looking like Uncle Ben out that bitch.
He couldn't get to his folks. How you think he gonna look?
And let me tell you another thing I don't like. I don't know why this is. Hey, if y'all comment on this and you know this answer, you tell me. I do not want to be in the courtroom on trial in an orange jumpsuit. Why can't Diddy be in a suit? If when them white boys come up in there, they in the suit. Now they did say they was gonna let him wear like a button-down shirt and slacks or something of that nature. But why he can't be in a real super suit? Why he can't?
Was in the suit.
Doug was in the suit.
When he was on trial, he was in the suit.
But they like to keep you in that orange jumpsuit while the jury looking at you like you a criminal the whole time. I don't really like that shit. If you can afford a suit, you should be able to wear one to court. You're supposed to wear one to court.
When he go on trial, he probably have a suit on.
No, they said he's only going to be able to do a button-down shirt in pants. That's what
I guess it depends what city you in or what state you in. They got different rules.
I don't like that part. I mean, you should be able to look like a free citizen while you in there fighting for your life.
You ain't free though.
No, probably not. But this gonna be interesting, and it's just another telltale case of leave these goddamn women alone with this bullshit, man. It's all started from Cassie. She sat up there and stayed with that nigga for 10 years or something like that, and then here come this bullshit. What you had me doing. She could have left anytime she wanted.
Yeah, she could have.
But she wanted that money. She wanted that access, that fame.
She could have.
Now look, I don't know her. I don't know the circumstances, but you could have left. She was already with the homie Ryan Leslie. And then she leave him to go with Diddy.
She wanted that lifestyle.
That lifestyle. So it's like people, it's like they've given women the power to do whatever they want, go into a situation with this whatever type of nigga.
Watch what the trial started and watch what he say about her and how that shit come out. Watch.
For sure.
Watch how that shit go.
For sure. And then when it don't go the way she wanted to go or she ready to leave, now she coming back with all of these stories. What the fuck you stayed with this nigga for? He was beating on you. What the fuck you stayed with this nigga for if he got you having sex with people you don't want to have sex with, doing these threesomes and all this? Which I still think is fucked up on Diddy's part, because for me, you're not fucking my bitch. I don't tolerate that. So I don't know what he was into on that. And then he got guys accusing him and all kind of weird ass shit, man. And everybody knows Diddy has said some things out his mouth that was super sus. And we were like, what the fuck was he talking about there? You ain't never partied with me, daddy. What? What'd he say? That nigga done said some shit, so we just don't know. But
that's shit he learned that's been passed down to him from his mentors, and that's the shit them niggas was doing. So he's the one, they passed the torch down to him, and he's doing the same thing. So it's fucked up, man, but the nigga been like that, man, for probably about 30 years. You know what I'm saying? He got put in position to do that. You know what I'm saying? He got put in position for that. So really, I mean, you might can root for him, but the nigga, you don't get to that status without fucking people over.
right,
Like, you don't know a billionaire that ain't fucked some people over.
right.
So he done fucked a lot of people over.
I don't think he's got one artist that's still alive that has anything good to say about him. Not one. And he took a lot of those people's publishing, and they got a lot of issues with a lot of that stuff. So, I mean,
Oh, you might be right.
you know, you want to see the best example when you see a black man rise up to that level. You want to see the best example of that man. And unfortunately, Diddy's got himself in some situations that he looks pretty bad. We don't know that his guilt or his innocence. You know, look at the crumbling of these men based on the fact that they got these vices. R. Kelly, dopest singer out there in the whole world. What the fuck is he doing messing with these little kids? Now he in jail for 30 years. And they still keep trying to get him out with all these appeals and all this kind of stuff. Because I still think it's some bullshit that they can use that RICO charge so flimsily. That's not a word I can really say. Flimsily. The way that they using it. How is one man a RICO?
Mac World.